And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position. 1st and 10.
Check it back. Watch the safety creep.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And some space here. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a 1st quarter lead. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Is good. Makes the score Dolphins 7, Titans nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Flush to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
The carry.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's good.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
The ball carried by
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
The tackle made by
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's third down.
incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Got an open man, finds Gibson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
Goal to go.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They had it first and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
2-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Quarter with the score Dolphins 10, Titans nothing.
On second down now, it's Henry. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on second and 2, it's now third and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guaranteeing you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Tannehill. Hard throw, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Breida. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Wide, get wide.
From the gun, it's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown.
Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Space to maneuver at the 40. They finally do get him down, but we've got penalty flags on the field as well, and they might get 15 more out of this. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
On the carry.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
The Titans.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming out.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
It's complete to Grant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good.
And Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Tua now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's Gibson complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And again, it's Tagovailoa to a hit, and the ball is out. It's picked up by the Titans. He's at the 30, 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
On the play.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And running room hard to to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This is Jakeem Grant. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They run again with Breida. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's 3rd and short.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
It's a gain of 6. And
they keep it with Henry on 1st down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now this this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. 25 yards that time. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Ryan Tannehill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
The kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Dolphins 24, Titans 14.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he returns this to the 22.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He was taken down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check three.
Tua sets up to pass it. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards. And the Titans' first down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Tannehill on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, Tannehill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
19 yards.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Dolphins.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. He's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
It's now 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Henry. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
3rd and 3.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive. And in a relative... That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
The Titans first down.
from the red zone now. Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
A loss of 2 yards. It's second down.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the sack on first down, Tannehill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Tannehill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Dolphins take over first and 10.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
To throw is Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Man open left side is Brown. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing again is Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On fourth down, Tannehill. Smith catches left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Today's final score, Dolphins 31, Titans 14.